While it would be easy to write 2020 off as a year of lost progress due to COVID-19's impact in Manatee County, to do so would be to overlook the substantial strides we made in spite of it. In my 2019-20 Results First strategic plan, I established 10 internal goals, including such examples as enhanced communication, expanded innovation, aligning department projects, and updates to our policies and procedures, land development code updates, and long-term planning. Despite the unprecedented challenges before us in 2020, we were able to achieve real progress on these goals, and we delivered substantial results that were planned long before the pandemic. In 2020, we enhanced our communication with the board and with the public in so many ways, beyond just our communications related to the pandemic. Our information outreach team more than doubled its social media communications, earning a 40% increase in followers on our primary social media platforms and driving a 65% increase in traffic to our website. Our public information team worked closely with Neighborhood Connections, our local libraries, and other field staff to deliver important messages directly to neighborhoods, businesses, and food distribution centers. Public Safety Director Sauer worked closely with Emergency Communications Chief Stacy Needham to oversee two important projects that provide a direct benefit to Manatee County residents.
Our team embraced the county administrator's goals for enhanced communication and expanded innovation this year. In February, our 911 call center launched new technology designed to pinpoint a caller's location whenever they call us with an emergency. The new Radius Plus technology gives our 911 call operators a caller's exact location, offers real-time traffic and video feeds, and even gives them the ability to text message the 911 caller. Our new 311 call center allows residents to request help from the county or get answers to questions they might have. The new system replaced 10 county call lines, simplifying efforts to receive information. Our new 311 call center is already being used by thousands of residents each month, and it can expand during emergencies like hurricanes. The 311 call center proved to be a vital resource throughout a busy summer of state travel and business restrictions, as well as for residents who had questions about the county's face covering order. Our emergency management team normally spend many weeks visiting homeowner associations and group meetings to spread the word on hurricane preparedness. Without the ability to meet in person this year, Chief Litschauer quickly pivoted to create a virtual town hall series with county commissioners. Nearly 300 Manatee County residents participated in those meetings, ensuring that our residents received timely information directly from county experts. Many of those lessons were put into action when our EM team activated for Tropical Storms Laura and Eta during this busy hurricane season.
In Neighborhood Services, Michaela Lindekamp, Debbie DeLeon, and the Neighborhood Connections team led Manatee County's Census 2020 efforts to educate residents and businesses on the importance of completing the census. When conditions allowed, the Connections group also distributed thousands of Mask Up Manatee face coverings and reminders on good personal hygiene to prevent the spread of germs. Manatee Libraries, now under the leadership of Elizabeth Partridge, celebrated the 25th anniversary of the Rocky Bluff Library and the 50th anniversary of the Palmetto Library in early 2020. Our library team created opportunities for our youngest entrepreneurs at a January Kids Biz Fair, teaching kids the basics of owning and operating a small business. Research librarians Erica Dow and David Brakefield compiled a fascinating special exhibit honoring 100 women of Manatee who shaped the history, politics, culture, and industry of our county. Late Commissioners Patricia M. Glass and Gwendolyn Brown were among those featured. During 2020, Public Works collaborated with Neighborhood Services to complete a project years in the making, bringing long-needed street lighting to the Samoset neighborhood in the heart of Manatee County. Samoset residents worked with our Neighborhood Services Department to request street lights to help address neighborhood safety. That effort brought about a unique pilot program to bring lighting to fiscally constrained areas. Manatee County Commissioners paid for the costs of installing street lights, providing a lower monthly cost for Samoset residents to pay for electricity. The Samoset Streetlight Project is already bringing about the result of improving safety in the area, and it's serving as a template for the Memphis Street Lighting Project in 2021.
Never was there a year where we were so challenged to innovate. but luckily our staff have always aimed to be at the forefront of technology, especially when it comes to public safety. Radio Communications Manager Willie Miranda saw a critical public safety project years in the making through to completion in 2020 when we activated the regional radio system with Sarasota County. The radio communications network for first responders is now more reliable than ever before, thanks to the region's new public safety radio system. The new radio system replaced outdated radio towers and equipment in Manatee and Sarasota counties. It allows for better first responder coordination between the two counties, and it will improve emergency response times along the University Parkway corridor and in other areas with historically poor radio signal reception. Timing is everything.
The county administrator's efforts to align property management's project funding, design, and construction with the many other departments we work with helped us successfully complete a number of big projects throughout the year, including new beach towers, new amenities at our parks, and new public safety facilities. Our construction services team remodeled the former Supervisor of Elections office downtown into new office space for veteran services. Added amenities include a conference room, private meeting rooms, and individual offices for staff. The grounds team helped beautify the site for a May opening by installing landscaping, trimming trees, and installing ADA parking and signage. The new space provides ground level parking within steps of the building, a feature not available with the prior space. Property management also worked with our animal services staff and volunteers to bring about some important renovations. We used County Commission approved infrastructure sales tax dollars to make renovations to the shelter, including a redesigned and rebuilt electrical system and a generator to eliminate the risk of future power failures at the facility. Beach Patrol Chief Joe Westerman and the Property Management Construction Services team, led by Deborah Leavenworth, spent last year working to replace the lifeguard towers at our public beaches. The new towers include new permanent towers at Coquina and Manatee beaches and 9 portable towers at Coquina and Cortez beaches. The new towers will improve safety for thousands of residents and visitors who flock to our public beaches, as well as for the brave lifeguards who watch over them. Property management, working with Matt Porter and Parks and Natural Resources staff, is also nearing completion of new restroom concession facilities for baseball, softball, soccer, and football at GT Bray Park. The new facilities will replace existing buildings and enhance the experience of park patrons.
Outdoor enthusiasts have so many new opportunities to experience in our parks and conservation lands in 2020. Our Parks and Natural Resources team worked closely with our Property Management Department to conduct renovations and improvements at our most popular parks in the north, west, and east of Manatee County. Blackstone Park in Palmetto received a new dog park, new soccer fields, and a new concession buildings for both soccer and softball fields, and 6 new baseball dugouts. In response to community requests, we converted basketball courts into 6 pickleball courts at Lakewood Ranch Park, and these courts are continually full. We also opened a new family-friendly canopy zone in August of this year, giving Robinson Preserve a new place for kids to explore boardwalks, rope bridges, climbing nets, and slides. The Canopy Zone is part of Robinson's ongoing habitat restoration through the years 2020 and into 2021. When it's complete, 135 acres on the southwest side of the preserve will enhance sport and commercially viable fisheries habitat and uplands for the important plants and animals of Southwest Florida.
Charlie Hunsicker also led the way on restocking the sands of Anna Maria Island during the largest beach renourishment project in a decade. The $20 million project restored beaches along 5.5 miles of Anna Maria Island, from Holmes Beach to Longboat Pass. The project helped save island properties from significant loss during Tropical Storm Eta in November. One final small section of sand along Coquina Beach will be completed in the coming months. Many Manatee County residents have seen the progress our Public Works team made over the past year on the expansion of 44th Avenue, soon to be renamed Bill Galvano Parkway. With Florida Senate President Galvano's help, Manatee County obtained $20 million in state funds over the past 2 years to advance construction of this long-awaited thoroughfare. In 2020, part of that funding was used to begin a new segment of the road, crossing the Braden River to eventually connect Morgan Johnson Road to Caruso Road and Creekwood Boulevard on the east side of the river. County Commissioners played a special role in working with President Galvano to obtain those funds from the state. Our Public Works team took the lead on the Coquina Beach Drainage Improvement Project to create more modern concrete parking areas and proper drainage at one of the Manatee County's most popular public beaches. The first phase of that project was completed late last summer, and a second phase starting soon will help stormwater drain more quickly, helping to address frequent flooding and standing water at Coquina Beach.
In 2020, the building and construction industry continued to meet the demands of a community growing by 10,000 people a year. Residential building permits surpassed any total from recent memory, and our Building and Development Services Department processed more than 31,000 building permits in the last fiscal year. Commercial building permits issued for new businesses in unincorporated areas experienced only a very slight decline compared to last year. In addition to those record totals, our inspection officers processed nearly 130,000 building permit inspections. These are numbers that clearly illustrate that Manatee County continues to grow exponentially. With investments in innovative approaches and new technology to provide online services, plus an outstanding team, our Building and Development Services Department was able to keep pace with the growth despite the year's challenges, reshaping the way local contractors do business with our government.
Led by Denise Thomas, our Community Development Division worked with local builders to bring on new affordable housing units for working class families through our Livable Manatee Incentive Program. In 2020, Livable Manatee helped bring about the construction of 308 rental affordable units and 12 new single-family homes for low to moderate income families. Revenues from our Southwest District paid impact fees for these developments in an area where the county is reinvesting in its infrastructure. Businesses continue to show strong interest in Manatee County, particularly in the areas of light industrial, warehouse, and logistics. Commissioners approved economic development incentives for 5 businesses last year, projecting 500 new jobs and $250 million in capital investment. Those businesses will create jobs that pay an average wage of $60,000 over the next 5 years, giving local residents more chances to find a high-paying local job.
Local tourism figures continued to break records in 2019 when more than 770,000 people visited our family-friendly destination. Despite a global pandemic and statewide travel restrictions, our annual tourism revenues did not sustain the kind of drop we initially projected. Overall, tourism numbers declined 13% from last year. But our CVB team, led by Elliot Falcioni, worked with local partners to ensure Manatee County continued to be a regional leader in the area of sports performance events. Late in the fiscal year, County Commissioners invested in an exciting new regional tourism facility, committing $5 million in tourism revenues over the next 5 years to the Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium. That investment will go to promote Manatee County in Mote Marine facilities, including the new Science Education Aquarium at Nathan Benderson Park, which broke ground in early November. Manatee County is growing, and sustainable growth and expansion of our local economy plays a large part in my Results First strategic plan for the coming year. In 21, our organization will work toward achieving results to expand and diversify our local economic position, set quality standards for resiliency and sustainability, seed innovation, creativity, and progress, exhibit effective, trusted, and respected leadership, secure our fiscal responsibility platform, plan essential pathways to future service, and support long-term success in the workforce.